remember it's been also a month of June. I just turned 19. I got on the plane and left Estonia, my home country. I landed in New York with one suitcase and a big dream. Of course, I have come prepared. Earlier that year, I have transferred out of my university and I started my life. During the day, I worked at the Upper East Side Nursery School, taking care of children of some celebrities, amongst others Pierce Brosnan and Cindy Crawford. At night, and in the evening, in the afternoon, I've attended the business school. It's the City University of New York, Baruch College. I moved to New York because I was drawn by the energy of the Wall Street, but I didn't want to just watch it happen. I wanted to build something there. So I started my new job after school at the DTCC, one of the largest financial market infrastructures in the US and globally. And incidentally enough, it was 2 blocks away from Wall Street. If you don't know what DTCC is, it is an American Euroclear, you may say it like that. It's the kind of organization that keeps the financial markets running smoothly. I started as a developer. I wrote the code. And very often I was the only woman in a team or one of the few. It didn't come without challenges, but I maintained a positive outlook. I spoke up and eventually opportunities came around. 5 years into the job, I switched from developers to product. And then it's very important to have a great boss. And I got recognized, I got noticed, I became part of important industry projects. And very importantly, I had my voice and I had a seat at the table. And then my life has changed again. This time it wasn't for work, but it was for love. I got married, and after spending a few years as an expat, I eventually moved to Belgium. So, new country, 2 new languages, 2 wonderful kids, and a new start. I was so excited to get back to work, to start the game, especially having spent a couple of years of being a new mom and kind of aside from my career. But when I started to work in full time, something very unexpected has happened. The way I've communicated before, fast, focused, just wasn't working anymore. It was some kind of static that my message wasn't coming across. I remember being in the meeting and going on and on about, I think it was FX markets, and then to receive a question at the end that revealed to me that I've completely, failed to pass on the big message. And another one, I remembered, I had a chance to introduce myself to a CEO. So I did my elevator speech fast and clear and confident, and I received back literally a blink. So what was it? First, I thought it was a cultural difference. Maybe I'm being too fast. But then with time, it was something deeper. So it seemed to me that the opportunities were passing me by. I just wasn't working well. So what was it? Was it bias? Was it my accent? Am I getting old? Was it them or was it me? So I started to debug the situation. Luckily, we live in time when we have so many resources available. I asked for feedback in detail. I got involved with the diversion and inclusivity, teams within my organization, and I spoke to a therapist. What I found out is that I have an ADHD, and that explained a lot. My need for speed, my ability to jump from one subject to another, still keep track of the big picture while everybody's getting lost. But then I also was a moment of panic. Oh, what if I cannot be perfect? And I do have my limits, so communication is hard for people like me. But then, by being part of the diversity groups, I've also learned that it's the diversity of the voices that matters. And also, the biggest revelation was that communication is not a personality trait. It's a skill. It's not automatic. So my whole life, I've invested into technical skills, thinking that it's going to really help me succeed. And it has taken me very far, the hard skills, but they couldn't take me any further on their own. So if I wanted to lead, if I want people to come with me, if I wanted to influence, I had to learn to speak in a way that the others could hear. So I got to learning. Of course, everyone's different. What worked for me was first awareness, knowing my limits, and also micro-learnings, storytelling, and the old-fashioned notebook and the pencil. Writing down maps of my thoughts, writing down questions so I won't interact. And little by little, I think I found my voice. Not the fastest one, not also the most smoothest one, but the one that connects. So if there's one thing I want to leave for you today, is that no matter how is your current skill set, no matter how far you've come into your career, your voice matters. And what matters is your voice. Not the fastest one, not the one that has the best ideas, not the smoothest ones, but the one that truly shows who you are and helps the others come with you. Thank you.